Hello! Doing a culinary experiment today. Country fried steak. Never made it before, so it's going to be an adventure. I got an idea of how to do it. Gonna do it with some mashed potatoes and green beans. Green beans, I already got them prepped a little bit. And corn on the cob. Got me a half an onion to go in there with the green beans. Gonna cook them down with some bacon grease. I've only got 2 working burners on the stove, so we're gonna have to play a little musical chairs. So it's gonna be extra fun adventure. Man, we ain't got no bread. No bread. No bread. We don't have any bread. God, I'm already sweating in here. Alright, so we're gonna get everything spiced up. Definitely got to put some garlic in there and green beans as well. Do my little secret spices on the corn. What do they call this thing? Cube steak. Do some secret spices on the cube steak. Get it all nice and spiced up, floured up, fried. Gonna do a nice gravy on it. Ooh! And my garlic's already sprouting. He's ready to go. Should I put him in the garden or should I put him in dinner? Get you a pot of water going. Put it on high, get it boiling. So while you're chopping those potatoes, it'll be ready to toss them in. Save you some time. Some people peel their potatoes beforehand. It makes it a little creamier, a little prettier, but I like them rustic. So I leave the skins on. I just do a slice. I do a slice like that, and I just quarter them. But you can chop them up how you want, peel them. When you're the chef, you're the boss. And that's how we're looking. Just did a rough chop on them. Doesn't have to be perfect, especially if you're just cooking for yourself or your family. You're gonna mash them down anyways. Now you're gonna toss them in the hot water. Boil them about 20-30 minutes to the nice fork tender. Green beans trimmed up already. Now I just got to slice up an onion for some flavor. I put in the pan. I already got an onion halfway chopped. And I'm gonna throw some garlic in there with garlic. Trim him up. Even though he's trying to grow up, just for flavor. Woo! This garlic's trying to sprout on me. He wants to grow in the garden. Sorry, garlic. You're getting 8. Alright, what do we got? About 5.5 cloves. I'm just giving another rough chop. Today is the day of the rough chop. I like to hit them with the bacon grease. You could do butter, oil, whatever your preference is. Nice little chunk in there. Give them some flavor. Once that bacon grease melts, get your onions going. I got it over like, I don't know, medium high. Looks like it's number 6 on my stove. Let those caramelize down a little bit. You can blanch your green beans beforehand or throw them in the microwave for like 2 minutes. Cook them a little bit. Go in with my favorite complete seasoning. A nice little hit. And your salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. Where's my wooden spoon gang at? We out here. Alright. They're pretty good. Throw these green beans in there. I'll go ahead and season these as well. Salt, pepper, and complete. Pepper. And my favorite. Complete. Get a nice little dose. I might hit them with a little olive oil as well. Why not? Ew. Here, a nice little stir. Probably could have used a bigger pan, would have been more beneficial for my life. As I go on like 2 or 3 minutes, go ahead and I'll sprinkle in that garlic we chopped up earlier. Give it that extra flavor. And I'll probably top it off with a little balsamic glaze for that extra hit of flavor. Green beans sizzling down nice. Potatoes boiling real good. For the corn, we're going to cut some corners a little bit. Got a little bit of water in this bowl. We're just going to microwave the corn. Throw these 3 boys in here. About 5 minutes. Alright, these green beans are about done. Gonna have them a little balsamic glaze. Turn their temperature down. Oh Lord, got a double farter tonight. Come on, buddy, we only need a little bit more for you. A little squeaker. Alright, that's about give up the ghost. Luckily, I got some more if I need it. This is looking good. Go ahead and turn this down. These are practically done. Get a little. I got any more juice left? Alright, I'll open a new one. Alright, for the main event, it's going to be the most difficult task you've had all night. Cube steak, but I'm turning into country fried steak. Got an egg. Going to do some egg wash in here. Crack that bad boy. Put a little bit of water in there with it. And just whip it around. It's going to be our egg wash to try to hold the flour on there. Ooh, splattered a little egg on my foot. That was not nice. Lord, I'll put this over here for now. Do that. Alright, now we got the flour that we're going to fry it in. I got to season the flour. I've been using this garlic pepper. It's got salt, pepper, garlic in it already. I'll give it a nice healthy dose. And just switch it around. Get a little more. Like our stuff seasoned right here. Since that was so big, I'm gonna hit it with like a little paper flakes and salt just in case those big chunks don't come through, just for extra measure. All right, that looks nice. Do a little wiggle waggle in there, get it mixed around. All right, and over here, the corn is Alright, over here the corn is out in the microwave. Looking good. Alright. Corn out of the microwave. Right here I got the corn done. It's out of the microwave. About 5 minutes. Put some butter on it, sweet as sugar. Finish the green beans with the balsamic glaze. So they're resting over here. Potatoes are almost done. Now I got me my iron skillet cranking up. Gonna put, I don't know, maybe a half an inch of oil in there. And these steaks have been resting over here. I got some super secret dry rub. I'm gonna go ahead and do a layer of that on there. Get a nice little dose, rub it in there, season them up. Then I'll slap them over and do the same thing. Alright, looks like we're working with some canola oil today. Got the pan on the burner. Got it at about 7. Let's see. That's just covered the bottom. A little more for good measure. Oh Lord, who's calling? Hope they don't want no dinner. Alright, here we go. The most difficult and messy part of today's adventure. Got an egg wash. Got my flour. And I got a little tray over there to let them air dry a little bit. Alright, here we're going. Into the egg wash. A little topsy-turvy. Drop them over there. I always say do like one hand, wet hand, one hand, dry hand. So I'll use one right hand is eggy, left hand is flour. Do a little flip-flop on there, get them good and coated. Let me see if I can get you a little shot, and that's how he's looking over there. Alright, gonna do the process 3 more times. Egg go. Egg, the flour, throw it down here. Oh, dipped up. Oh, splashing flour on me. Nice and coated. Well, my dry hand's getting a little wet from that eggs. So Let's see. Still looking pretty good though. This is easier than when I was breading them onion rings a couple days ago. I haven't made that short yet, but it's coming. Be prepared. Alright, going back in the egg. Flippy floppy, flippy floppy. Over here. Alright. Powder, powder, powder. Mr. Flour. Get them nice and covered. I want a good crust on here. It's my first time trying it homemade, so hope it comes out nice. Oh, I forgot we gotta make a gravy too. Whew, we're hard at work tonight. Let me hit the edges. Oh no, lost some flour on that one. I might go ahead and do like 2 coats. I might throw these over here. I don't know if I'll double up the egg wash, but we'll see. He could use a little out of the bath. Yeah, he don't look like he's covered very good on the bottom. So I'm just gonna do 2 loads. 2 loads or 2 rounds of flour. I'm gonna let them sit for a couple minutes. Maybe not a couple minutes, maybe like, I guess 3 or 4 is a couple, but I want a nice crustole on there. So I'll like do 2 rounds on them. See how that one looks. Yeah, definitely gonna do 2 rounds. And I'll give them a minute. If it's still looking a lot, not as crustole as I expected, might go ahead and do another egg wash on them. That's when it gets real messy. That's looking better. See how this one looks? Yeah, definitely a double layer. Yeah, I need to do a little like smushing and rolling. Because these cubes, they're like kind of like got these grooves a little bit. Get into the groove. All right, buddy. And sorry for leaving you in the egg so long. There we go. Messy, messy, messy. All right. Yes, indeed, this is a messy meal. Even got flour on my slippers. All right, that's how the steaks are looking. I'll let them rest for maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes while I work on this, draining those potatoes and getting them whipped up. All right, for my mashed potatoes, I go for a stick of butter. You can do less or more. It's up to you. I'll put it back on the burner. Keep it on low, or you can just turn it off, really. These hot potatoes, once they go back in, they'll melt that butter for you. Get my little trusty potato masher. Start smashing it up. Let that butter melt down. Then you want to hit it with a generous amount of salt. You don't want to over salt it, so be careful. Depends on how much you like. And black pepper. We like a lot of black pepper, which just depends on preference. As much as you want. Then I go in it with the heavy cream. Then I hit it with the heavy whipping cream. I do about a cup. You can't let it come to room temperature. Let it come to room temperature or microwave it a little bit, because I heard that if it goes in there cold, it'll make your mashed potatoes like gummy or sticky. And it all really just depends on how much potatoes you got. If you like it more creamy, or if you're using more potatoes, you use more or less ingredients. Just whip them up. Whip, 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 whip. You got like a machine, I don't know if it's a blender or food processor, what them things called. If you got a mixer, you can, if you got a hand mixer, you can use a hand mixer. I just do the whip. Alright, here we go for the scariest part of them all. Gonna drop in them steaks. You gonna do 2 at a time. Woo, bubbly, bubbly, bubbly. There they go. Oh no, it looks like my crust might have fallen off. Let's do a flip. Yeah, still got some on that side. That one looks pretty good. Alright, round 2 going in. And we do flip time. Ooh, this one's looking pretty good. Yeah, we might have saved the seasoning on that one. This one might be extra crusty. Looks like we did good on that one. We saved the crust. A little flip flop. Ooh, crusty, nice. Alright, now we're gonna make some gravy. Turn down the heat. I got it down to about a 4. I'm gonna add in some flour. Just try to do kind of like a roux. Do almost like equal parts flour and oil. See how we look in here. Stir it around. Get all that good yummy yummies from the steak. And just swirl it around for a while. I need to get it to where about all that grease locks up. It's almost solidified. Almost like a paste even. And just cook that flour out a little bit. Just keep swirling it. You don't want to burn it. You can go ahead and you can add some more seasoning too to it. I'll hit it with some more of this garlic pepper salt. Starting to bubble up. Get a little extra seasoning going. Hit it with a swirl. It's starting to bubble up nicely. And then you're gonna hit it with some cream or some milk, whatever you got. I still got some more heavy cream, so I'm gonna go ahead and pour some of that in there. Heavy. I added a little too much to my mashed potatoes, but they're still good. That looks about right. Let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep swirling it around and give it a little taste. If you like it, then you're good to go. Pour it on your country fried steak and pour it on your potatoes if you want. Yum, 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 yum. This thing got extra thick on me, so I'm gonna put a little water in it. See if that fixes it. Alright, well your boy might have added too much flour. So I had to compensate with a little bit of water. I added a little more milk. So I got gravy for days over here now. It's almost full out to the pot. But it's still tasting good. I add some more salt and pepper. That garlic, what is it? Garlic pepper from Harlem. Yeah. We got enough to make some sausage gravy. Maybe do basically some gravy tomorrow. With this nice load. But it's coming up better now. I was worried. It was looking like concrete. And this is how we're looking. Ooh. Got my little fried steak on there. Corn on the cob. Green beans. The mashed potatoes. Oh, got a little mashed potatoes on my country fried steak. What will I do now? I'll hit it with the gravy. For a little more mashed potatoes too. That's how we looking. Finished plate. Whew, a little bit of a challenge, but we got through it and looks good. Bye. And if you were wondering, yes indeed, I am part of the Clean Plate Club. It was really good. Next time I know not to add so much flour to the gravy. I had to add a bunch of milk and water, more spices to get it balanced. But hey, now we got more gravy for the next meal.